Welcome to your May color energy update. And we have indigo, the color of the night sky. And this is where the stars and moon reside this month. And it is calling for depth, for truth, for intuition, expansion. And also, when we all look up there in the sky, isn't it magical? Isn't that magic? It's a remembrance of the magic, that magic is real. Magic is alive, no matter what you are going through. And we're just being called this month to tap into the magic because indigo is also galactic energy. It is high frequency. It is powerful energy. And so we've got the galactic beings here with us this month that are here really to support us, to guide us, to raise us up to a whole other level. In fact, this month is really an up level and it's a transformative month. And it's going to ask you to work in phases. It's a pace. It's not a race. And why am I saying that? Because if you look at that night sky, you have the moon in that night sky, and that changes literally daily, and it has its own cycles from the new moon right up to the full moon. And this is what indigo is here to say to us. Listen, pace yourself. But as you pace yourself, that means you are being asked to do, bit by bit, day by day, step by step, and it will all work out in the end. So that is a strong message for you if you're thinking, you know, is it going to work out? And I'm here, my guides are coming through me for you saying, yes, this month actually things are going to start rearranging themselves if you allow and if you embrace the indigo energy that is here to hold, to guide, and I'd say as well to push you out of your any aspect of 3D thinking. And what we also have because of this indigo night sky energy, we have the stars that are going to light the way. So if you start living this month from that place, that the star is lighting the way for me, that I am the moon, we're all connected with the moon, we're all influenced in the moon. We can even see that the seas are influenced by the moon. So use the moon energy. And this is specifically and especially important for women. We are connected to the moon. We are not meant to operate like men. We're a totally different species. And we are energy based. You follow the energy and then you let the energy inform your action. And in fact, when I think about it, it's also about, the kind of paradox and the conditioning around men, because actually men are also energetic creatures. And they knew back in the ancient times that, when it was time to plan, to hunt, to harvest, but society has placed an awful lot of pressure and have presented this persona that men are the providers. And it's put men under an awful lot of pressure. So, what the indigo is here to say is that if you, as a man watching this, or even any of your partners, you're seeing that they're under pressure, you can remind them that actually they are not your source and they're not any of our source. They are their job is to hold the space for the female energy to thrive and direct. Because here's the thing, God is your source. The divine is your source. And this is why knowing your soul, knowing our soul is extremely, extremely important. And Indigo is here because indigo is the soul's as a the soul color leadership identity of indigo. It is called the visionary, the soul visionary. So it's saying to you, know our soul, how we are here to be, do, and have matters. And each soul has its own frequency, its own purpose, its own hue, its own place in this earth plane right now. Your soul contracted to be here. So if you can allow yourself to be supported, because that's one of the things for the indigo soul, they are great supporters for everybody else, but they must learn to also be supported. We can't do this alone. We must now support each other. All right. Now, May is also bringing in strength. So by breathing in that indigo color, eating those colored fruits and vegetables, the blueberries, for example, the aubergines, um, wearing that color in terms of crystals. Lapis, what is it? Lazuli lapis is a fantastic crystal that is associated with the indigo energy. And it's also a very protective, grounding crystal. And this color as well, indigo, is saying raise your standards. Getting your shit together is what this month is also going to be about, because indigo is a high frequency and it's saying that actually you deserve better. You deserve better. But you are the one that can give it to yourself, nobody else. So, have you been feeling with this energy of May that there is this kind of like an urge? Have you been feeling, or maybe you're at a point in your life where you're realizing change now is needed? Indigo is driving that change. And indigo is saying to you, one day, these things, if you're saying them to yourself, one day I'll change. One day I'll trust myself. One day I'll live the life I know is possible. I will do or have that when I have the money. Because the thing is that if you are coming from that place, indigo is saying, no more. In fact, May energy will not tolerate that anymore. Because the thing here is, eventually, the one day becomes your whole life. And we really are being encouraged to embrace each day and stop waiting for the external circumstances to change, because they won't, they will not change unless you do, because you are creating your life. Your vibration is determining what you are experiencing. So what the indigo energy is going to do is it's going to disrupt that pattern. And as I'm talking, I can hear like I feel like maybe reassurance might be required here. And the song that's coming in is Good Times. I have that ringing in my ears. I'm going to put that in the body of this video for you to listen to that. Good times are here. Good times are coming. And if you start operating from that place, then everything will work out in divine and perfect order. Now, what you also need to know about May and the indigo frequency is it's not available for surface level healing. This is going to ask each and every one of us to go deep. So what you might find is that you have done quite a lot of inner work in yourself and you're in a good place in terms of, you know, where you are in your life. But this month will actually bring things Like it'll go to the root, it'll bring things up for you that you think, I thought I dealt with that. So this is going straight down into the root and it is pulling that pattern, that habit, that maybe that identity, that way of being, and it's going to say, no more. It's going to say, are you finally ready to stop abandoning your soul? What are you doing, accepting, delaying, allowing, not allowing? That's ultimately going against your soul essence. So I think I would recommend how you would say, ride the wave of the indigo energy is see if you can take this month as an experiment and ask yourself every day, what would my soul do? What would soul do? Indigo is very, very intuitive and very divinely connected. And the thing is, I'm going to be really honest here. A lot of people believe that intuition and your soul is going to ask you to do what feels comfortable, familiar, that fits nicely into the status quo. And I'm going to say to you, that is not the case. Intuition asks you to stretch, and so does indigo, right? Because it's very much linked to intuition. It's asking you to trust. In fact, it's actually asking you to move from trust to faith. It's asking you to leap, take the leap. It's asking you to release the identity that you have been operating in or from, that has kept you safe, small, comfortable. Your soul is here saying, I am wanting to thrive. And how does the soul thrive? The soul thrives through discomfort, change, stretching, and expansion. Because that's how, and I'm learning so much about this in terms of us being very much connected to nature. And maybe we've the disconnection from nature has literally affected our ability to connect and tune in more with the true essence, with the frequency of who we are, with the light of who we are, with our intuition. So so I'm really discovering gardening, and there were two seedlings, one in a small little pots, and then the same seedlings were in a bigger pot, planted at the same time. What was really interesting is the the seedlings that were in the bigger pot really grew and expanded more than the ones in the small pot. And this is a fantastic analogy of what May and Indigo is really wanting for you. But you actually have to want this for yourself. So people have been taught to that intuition is living, that it means floating around, waiting for the signs, waiting, in the sidelines until X, Y, and Z happen. That's not how it works, intuition. Intuition is asking you to become more honest. Radical honesty. With that, then, it's being more courageous, really being more soul led. And many people watching this already know. You already know. You've done the healing. You've read the books. You've worked on yourself. Yet deep down, you know there is another level waiting for you. And Indigo is reminding you and saying to you, the treasure is deeper within you. And if you don't claim this prosperous treasure that is yours, then it becomes unclaimed, because under universal law, what is yours by divine right can't be anybody else's. So it becomes unclaimed. And this is why May feels intense. You'll have all the feels. Now, if you're willing, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. If you are willing to really go where Indigo is guiding you into the depths, it wants to reveal the patterns, the fears, the stories, the identities that are no longer capable of holding your next level. Now, this is not to punish you. This is to free you. It's time to set yourself free and take back your power from all the places, people, situations where you gave your power and energy away. We're actually going to do that now. We'll take a deep breath and release. I want you to feel now a shower of this indigo energy pour down from the cosmos, from that night sky. Just feel, you look up, you see this big, beautiful star, and it is pouring down indigo light down into your soul star, which is 6 inches above the crown of your head. And it is pouring down all of your chakras, your body, your energy, your meridians, your endocrine system. Feel it move through your body. Feel the depth of the love as well of this frequency. The deep love and recognition for you. And notice this, I feel that this is kind of now transforming into water. Water always finds a way. We are made up of 70% of water. All our organs are made up of water, high percentages. We spend 9 months in the womb in water. So feel this water, it's coming in and it's washing away any imprints, any programs related to the paradigm of the 3D. It's also removing any aspects of you that could be trapped in logic and reason. Only believing what you can see, asking for the proof, wanting to know what's going to happen before you make a decision. That's not how it works. Because the thing is, Indigo is saying, trust what your soul already knows, that your mind will never figure out. Just feel that energy, encourage you, give you the confidence and the strength to do the big thing, to make the scary decision. Because you are worthy of more. If you are staying in a relationship that is depleting you, that is not enhancing you, why would you stay in it? Tap into the indigo energy that will help you have the strength to make a decision. And when you make the decision, you don't necessarily have to take action after making the decision. When you make the decision, that gives a signal to the universe saying, okay, I can come in now and rearrange things in divine and perfect order. So you've got to trust then and follow the guidance. Go here, do this. Because this well-meaning indigo has great depth. And you feeling the intensity of this energy, it's a really, really good thing. It's a really important thing. And this is why, if you're feeling that the indigo energy is really getting very intense and you are really feeling you've got something to release, we're going to do this now in a minute. We are going to bring in the orange energy, which is the complementary color of indigo. So you can also work with orange. That's going to lighten the load a little bit of what the indigo brings in, that intensity. So now just notice at your feet an orange tonic filling your feet and drawing that up through your body. And this is going to help you release and let go what indigo wants you to let go of so it can go deeper. It will help you surrender. I can really feel this. Oh, beautiful. And what orange as well is doing, just let the orange, I'm actually feeding that through your whole system. Orange is here to remind you that joy is spiritual. Orange is associated with joy, and it's also, orange is what the monks wear. So joy is spiritual. Pleasure is healing. And your connection matters, as well as the connections that you have, because everything is connected. There is absolutely nothing separate. Everything is connected. So we are going to wire you and connect you into your highest soul's identity and vision, because we've got the indigo, the soul visionary. There is a soul vision for you. And you don't need to drown in any depth. You are being asked to move with it. Because what I know to be true, when you go deep, and this is one of the aspects, I would say, of my work, this would have me stand out from any spiritual teacher, mentor, coach out there, is that this ability to really, really hold the space and the depth for the deep inner work. I specialize in the deep inner work. I'm not available for the surface level work because you can only go so far with that. If you really want long-standing change on an identity level, then the only way is to do the inner work. And this is sacred work. This is why it's really important to have someone who has the experience and the skill. This is because you're also working on the psyche level when you go that deep. But when you go there, there is so much magic and miracles. Like a whole other world opens up. I say it brings great dividends. So just let that energy move through you. And the only way for you to access the next level of mastery for you is that you You have to go deep. It's like giving birth. You're literally giving birth to your soul. You want a baby. The only way to have that baby is to birth the baby. So I want you to just bring your hands in the prayer position. This will balance the right and left hand, left side of your brain and your energy, the divine feminine, divine masculine within, and it will help you find your center. See now how you feel. Because over any month so far in 2026, this is a very, very important month to be able to ride these indigo waves, to attune yourself to a higher consciousness by choosing love and joy and connection. What do you feel connected with? What do you feel connected to? Who do you feel connected to? Who are you drawn to work with? Who are you drawn to spend more time with? Who are you drawn to collaborate with? And so, with that in mind, then you are in a higher position and a kind of, you're prepared to acknowledge the shadow aspects, which are fear, doubt, shame. But you will not need to stay there. You will be able to witness. Because all of these, all feelings go through the heart. So it's really important for you to really, really surrender. Where do you need to surrender more? There is a creative and spiritual awakening happening for each and every single person on this planet, with no exception. Now, the stage and the intensity varies based on where you are on your spiritual journey and your life path. And who you are on a soul level, and what treasure map, what plan, what blueprint you came in with that is going to help guide you in really making the most of the soul that you are. So you can tap more into, you can see the shadow, you can learn from the shadow, and you can grow and expand from the shadow. But you do not stay there. You move, you transform, and it's like you fly. This is really learning about flying, riding the waves. The waves are going to be there, but when you know how to ride those waves, you can use them as exhilaration and to bring you further on your path. So, from that place, Indigo is saying, you can no longer be bound by the 3D rules. You're going to be asked to choose differently. 3D is based in logic and reason, rules and regulations, lack, limitation, not enough. The 5D is about divine connection, synchronicity, being in that unknown place that the mind will lose its life, but your inner knowing is saying everything is working out in divine and perfect order. There is a higher plan for me, and you are being asked to tune in and to tune out of the noise, because that's a distraction and it's not true anyway, what they're saying out there. And actually add in a bit of humor as well. Rise above it all, because there is energetic support for you And there are seen and unseen beings being sent your way to support you through this, because this month is literally, it's a very empowering month. Your job now is to ask for the support, allow and receive the support, and be in the we instead of the I. I can do it. We can do it. I have to do it. We are doing it. And do you know really as well what this indigo truth is here to bring to light? Is that for you to really honor and own that you have a purpose, and you are a treasure. The treasure is you. And what if I told you that working hard brings you nowhere? That's also another lie, a distraction. What instead is what you're being called to kind of exchange this working hard program for action, implementation, following your intuition that makes no logical sense. Because the mind can never access what the soul can. The mind can't, so it will never make sense. And this is why you and I and everybody else this month are being called to land into this unwavering belief that abundance is yours by divine right. The life desires that you have are already there on an energetic level, but your belief about them really, really coming to fruition is either keeping them away from you, or it's bringing you closer into alignment. All those desires you have, they're already there. They're just waiting for you to catch up, waiting for you to go, okay, I'm ready to receive. I'm open. My heart is open to receive. So, are you this month going to use the energy of this indigo that is literally going to say, you know what, I am now once and for all going against the grain. I am setting myself free from the BS, and I am going to own the fact that I am a soul first in a human body. I am no longer defined by roles, situations, the past. I am choosing differently. I am literally following my intuition, because your intuition is lighting the way for you. And when you know and when you live from the soul of you, everything starts actually to fall into place. So it's not about running out there searching, looking outside of you. It's really about coming home to the soul of who you are. So if you're really feeling this message deeply, if you know your soul is asking for more, and it will, because the soul is limitless. If you are tired of circling the same lessons, if you know that there is a version of you waiting to rise, that this is your time, you can feel that you're on the cusp of something, this is the work that I specialize in. And that is deep soul activation, an identity recalibration to the soul essence of who you've always been. It's sharing and guiding you on intuitive leadership. In fact, I see a lot of people avoid leadership because our idea that we've seen out there, our role models of leadership, is authority. And this is not what leadership is. It's embodiment, embodied transformation and alignment with the heart and soul of who you are. And that is what takes you on a whole other trajectory of your life. So I am opening up, starting in June, 4 places to work with me in a bespoke mastermind, 40 days and 40 nights, where I will be taking you on a personal journey with other like-minded, conscious men and women. So I have only 4 places, so reach out to me. The best way, I think, to reach out to me, the quickest way to reach out to me will be on my Instagram account. Just message me there. It's Marcia, Marcia _ O'Regan, Oregan. And then we can just set up a quick chat to explore and see if this is for you, if your soul is calling for this. Because this is a deep soul immersion for anyone that is looking to stop living from the old version and to start living really from the truth, the heart and soul of you. So this is for leaders, change makers, visionaries, men and women who are here to say, I am not born to follow the crowd. I am here to role model, to trailblaze, to make changes. And I am out ready to assume and be that person. Because Indigo is asking you to rise like a phoenix. This is a rebirth that's happening. And we're all ready for it. We all want it. So I have a question now to close this reading. What if this month changes everything for you? You could actually use that as a journal prompt. What if the intuition you keep doubting is actually the doorway to all that you sense, all that you desire? Because Indigo is saying, trust yourself. Go deeper. Your soul already knows the way, but it will not be found in here. It will not be found out there. And it will not be found also in anybody else. It'll be found in here. I want you to point to yourself now. Where are you pointing? You're pointing to your heart. And this is where your soul resides. Your soul is not outside of you. It's in here. So you're going to give this to yourself if it feels right, it feels aligned. You're going to say, I'm ready, I'm available, show me the next step. And if someone you love needs this reminder right now, then send this video to them to support them, for them to remember their soul's brilliance. And let's take it another level. I just got a vision there that there is this spark of light inside in each and every one of us that maybe has been dimmed, maybe is tired, maybe also you have it's shining, but it doesn't know what to do with the light. Let's activate it. Let's activate the soul vision of each and every person through this indigo charm. I'm getting this indigo charm, this indigo energy that is now opening magic, allowing that indigo energy now come in through your hands, and you are directing that into any area of your life that you feel is ready to be lifted to a higher perspective and reality. And feel this as if it is going through like a web of light. And as one rises, another rises. And this is going through all countries, all people, all oceans, all galaxies, right down into the heart of Mother Earth, up to the highest point of consciousness. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Comment Indigo to activate this for everybody. What a wonderful month. I'm sending you so much love. And I'm wishing you the most magical, transformative, powerful, loving, joyful, intuitively led month. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.